Buffalo Bills and the Seattle Seahawks. Bills clinched the AFC East with the win. Don't fact check me on that. But they moved to 6-2 with the 31-10 win over the Seahawks, who fall to 4-4, merely tied for first now in the NFC West with the Cardinals and the 49ers.
Yeah, it ended up being a pretty comfortable win for Buffalo. In the rain, the driving rain of the Pacific Northwest.
I didn't pull the tweet, but this is like one of the biggest losses for Seattle. I think the biggest loss since 2011 at home. Right? I mean, like, we always joke about the Seahawks, the Kevin Clark tweet. They always play weird games.
Yeah.
This was like the least weird of all their games.
Yeah, they just lost.
The least close of
right.
all their games. Like, weird stuff happened. Like, Josh Allen dropped the ball and kicked it 10 yards forward.
Grubber kick.
Yeah. Who?
Grubber kick.
A grubber kick.
Grubber kick through the defensive line for the first down. Smart. More people should do that.
It's not our job to defend PFF grades necessarily anymore. But, like, again, he fumbled twice. He did finally throw an interception.
You should. I tried to make you do it, and you wouldn't. I said you should have guaranteed that he was going to throw his first interception in this game, and you didn't.
I should have.
You were like, no, there's just a 3-interception game coming somewhere down the pike. It's, you fence that like you normally did.
Well, because I already had people mishearing me and it's clown analysis on Josh Allen. I just, at some point, he's got the multi-interception game coming.
If you had simply gone out and said, I guarantee that Josh Allen will throw his first interception in this game, you'd have looked like a genius. It would have been even funnier because it wasn't his fault.
I know. Wasn't on him.
Yeah. It was Amari Cooper's fault.
Yeah. It is. And so part of my takeaway in this whole thing is how dangerous all the non-Amari Cooper targets were in this game, therefore making Buffalo all the more dangerous when Keon Coleman's making his contested catches and Khalil Shakir creating after the catch and Dalton Kincaid. He always feels like he has more than what his actual production is because I love Kincaid. But yeah, they had some big plays.
The Coleman thing was fascinating because they was it consecutive targets in the end zone where they threw him like 2 jump ball fades, right? The first one, he can't make the catch. Reek Woolen does a really good job. The second one, significantly harder. He makes the spectacular contested catch, scores a touchdown. You're like, that is contested catches in a nutshell, right? They're like that's your 50-50 proposition. If you can create 50-50, you probably win. That's good enough. You score, you get 1 out of 2, you score, you win the game. If you can be a 50-50 contested catch guy, that's good. But that's really hard to do. And Coleman had that catch was spectacular to get into the red zone on that occasion. Like, he'd made a good catch and run play to set it up at that point. He had a pretty good game. I just thought that was such a sort of funny nutshell example of this is why relying on contested catch skills is a difficult thing to do consistently.
Yeah, I completely agree there. Seattle had a 4th and goal.
4th and 1.
4th and 1. 4th and goal from the 1.
Yeah. But 4th and goal from the 1, down 7-3.
Yeah. Geno tripped.
Yeah.
Got tripped.
Well, and they'd had earlier, Connor Williams, center for the Seahawks. Rough game. Earlier in the game, he just massively airmailed a long snap, launched it clean over Geno Smith. Kenneth Walker did a good job to get back and try and rescue something out of the play, but really bad negative play deep in the red zone. Then you have this one where 4th and goal from the 1, Connor Williams steps on Geno Smith coming out of his stance.
Is that his fault?
Yes.
Is it?
Yes.
I mean, he's just back blocking on power. Yeah, his right
foot.
Okay,
but most of the time centers are able to do that without stepping on their quarterback.
Yeah, his right foot's going backwards.
On the occasion
just
where
trying to rewatch, just trying to get a good view.
On the occasions where they do step on their quarterback, it feels like it's probably their fault.
As I said, yes, the biggest problem with the go-for-it decisions is not converting. Having bad plays, and you didn't even have a chance on this play.
Yeah, so obviously center steps. I mean, Geno was so mad. Center steps on him, plays dead. Don't. But that's a huge. This is the funny thing. It ends up being just a relatively routine and comfortable Buffalo win against Seattle. Early on, though, Seattle's offense is having success. They butcher one red zone opportunity by launching the snap over their quarterback's head. They butcher the next one, going for it on 4th and goal at the 1, down less than a touchdown. Connor Williams steps on his quarterback, plays dead, and from that point on, the game just goes away from
Can't give away possessions. And then it's another game, from a Seattle perspective, another game where their running backs did absolutely nothing. What did they end up with? Ken Walker's 9 carries for 12 yards, Zach Charbonnet 3 carries for 4 yards. So they combined 12 carries for 16 yards. So you get no Charbonnet did have a touchdown in there, but you have no rhythm offensively, like you're saying. Bad snap, getting stepped on, all of that stuff adding up. No DK Metcalf. So what has DK Metcalf added to the offense? Well, when you need a 40-yarder, a 50-yarder, 60-yarder,
they don't have that.
You mix
him.
that in, right?
Yeah.
And Tyler Lockett's not that guy. Jackson Smith and Jigba's not really that guy. So you kind of miss some of the deep threat when there is no run game. You miss the ability to flip the field with DK Metcalf. And on the other side, Buffalo ran the ball really well. James Cook had 8 first downs on the ground, 2 touchdowns. They were much more effective. Just a really well-balanced offensive effort for Buffalo in the end as well.
Yeah, they really miss DK Metcalf, the Seahawks. Without him in the lineup, they don't have that explosive big play threat. Lockett just isn't that guy anymore. Jackson Smith and Jigba is probably never going to be that guy. Jake Bobo runs a 4.9. He's not going to be that guy.
Plays faster.
He doesn't play that much faster.
He plays faster.
He doesn't play DK Metcalf fast. So they just don't have that in the lineup without him there. And, Geno Smith arguably has the best deep ball in the NFL. It's a significant loss when they don't have that there. Like Buffalo's corners, their outside corners really weren't tested in this game because they were funneling everything inside. They don't have anybody on the outside that can win those routes.
We highlighted Mike Jarrell, the starting right tackle, his second start. Again, similar idea. Like last week when he gave up pressure, Geno Smith made big plays out of it. This week, not so much. So it's been a weakness. We'll see if Abe Lucas can come back for Seattle. One last thing, they just traded for Ernest Jones. He's been one of the better run-stopping linebackers. Didn't help in this game so far. 1 week in, learning the system, the whole thing, but the Seahawks run defense has been in rough shape this year, and it was more of the same for them, even with Ernest Jones in the lineup.
Thanks for watching all the way to the end of our video.
For more great content, click here to subscribe and here to watch another video. We'll see you again soon.